Coming up on Double Take Sports Talk, we will have your previews of our prospective teams, the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. We'll also have our predictions, headlines, and our final thoughts. That's all next on Double Take Sports Talk. All right, Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to the podcast with me here, Darren Watts. Say hello to Darren Watts on the opposite side of me.
All right, my man, Darren Watts. What's going on?
All right, what's going on with you?
Not too much, man. Just looking at that.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
All right. There you have it. We have our little nice introduction. So that being said, we are ready to start this podcast. Darren, you ready to do it?
Always, man.
Always. Let's do it. Let's do this. All right. Previews. Predictions. Darren.
All right. All right, here we go. We got the finales today. We got the Chicago Cubs, 60-55 Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
Let me try that again.
Yeah.
We got the 60-55 Chicago Cubs going up against the 65-51 Arizona Diamondbacks. That will be a 4:10 p.m. Eastern pitch-off at Chase Field. Well, of course, going in Arizona is going to be 110. So, that's significant. The probable starting pitchers on the mound for today's game, you got the 11-8 Jake Arrieta. Right-handed pitcher, he is having a 3.83 ERA with 129 strikeouts. Then you have Zach Gottlieb, 5-4, right-handed pitcher with a 2.94 ERA with 101 strikeouts. Jake Arrieta is 3-1 with a 2.20 ERA and 5 starts since the All-Star break. His last start, he came off a win against the Giants in which he gave up 2 earned runs over 6 1/3 innings. And, of course, he faced the D-backs earlier this month on August 2nd and posted a loss. Well, loss, put it that way. And he still put up good numbers. Zach Gottlieb. He struck out 10 and allowed just 3 runs in 12 2/3 innings in August this season. Of course, he is 5-4 with a 2.94 ERA on the year with a 1.02 whip. But I forgot what they call it. I forgot what they call it.
That and OPG, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot them too. I forgot what that was. All right. Couple things to note and know for this game. Cubs right-hander Carl Edwards Jr. owns the lowest opponent's batting average among NL relievers this season, and that is a .138. That would be not a good sign for opponent batters facing him in this finale. And it ain't good in any aspect as it was a reliever. Jake Arrieta is also holding righties to a 0.211 average, which is 59 for 279 during the 2017 campaign. Them are solid numbers. And lastly but not least, over his past 3 starts, Gottlieb, who is 2-0 with a 1.37 ERA, squares off against, of course, Jake Arrieta for the second time in 11 days. Gottlieb has held the Cubs scoreless over 6 innings and struck out 5 at Wrigley Field on August 2nd. That's all I have for the preview of the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. On to the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Darren, go for it,
All
man.
right, there we go. First pitch, 2:15. The 51-63 Atlanta Braves going up against the 61-56 St. Louis Cardinals. Your projected probable starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves is R.A. Dickey. He's a 7-7 record with a 4.03 ERA and 93 strikeouts. Going up against Michael Wichall, 9-4 with a 3.70 ERA and 115 strikeouts. Things to know for this game. The person with the most experience against Dickey is Dexter Fowler.
Yeah, my man.
He's 4-10 versus his knuckleballer, 1 double, and a 4.35 OBP. Well, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is.
Tommy Pham and Randall Gertic have 2 hits apiece in 3 at-bats. Braves outfielder not going into names. He had 4 hits and 6 at-bats against Rich Hall. First baseman Freddie Freeman has 2 hits, including a double, 4 at-bats against the Cardinals righty, Michael Rich Hall. Cardinals rookie shortstop Paul DeJong reached base in 19 of his last 22 games. DeJong has 17 home runs, 41 RBIs in 64 games. And lastly but not least, to look for in this game, the Cardinals is looking to sweep the second straight team. Their first team was Kansas City, and their second team, they look at the sweep that, the second. Kansas City is the team. And now possibly Atlanta. And they are also looking to extend their win streak to 9 before their day off the next day. That's what to look for in the preview for the St. Louis Cardinals, Atlanta Braves, Chicago Cubs, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. That being said, with the previews being announced, Darryl, who do you have? Let's start with the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Who do you have in that game?
Rematch don't hold very well to the winning team, and Arizona had won the last finale, the last time out. I got the Cubs in this one.
Me too, Pam. I don't give up on the Cubs, so I'm with you on that one. So that's on that behalf. Now the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Darryl, who do you have in that game?
Man, you ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to ask me all that. It's the Cardinals. They gonna win. They're gonna win.
Well, I'm kind of shaky about it, but
you were shaky yesterday about Carlos Martinez. Stop it, man.
I was.
Stop it.
I was. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got this right before I go running off of my mouth. 6-5. Yeah, I'm still shaky about him. Shouldn't have been that close. First 2 games was pretty far. No, the first game was pretty far-fetched. This game, 6-5. Yeah, I'm straight. I'm still sketchy about him. But I'm just concerned more about R.A. Dickey. It's who I'm concerned about. I believe that he's going to give the Cardinals batters a pretty hard time because it looks like he got some experience on his hands. So that's just my only concern.
So who you got?
The Cardinals. I got the Cardinals. It's just that I'm just a little shaky about it, but I'm going with the Cardinals.
Yeah,
I'm going with the Cardinals.
Okay.
So there you have it. Previews. St. Louis Cardinals, Atlanta Braves, Arizona Diamondbacks, Chicago Cubs. And now let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals, and the Atlanta Braves. All right. Headlines from the MLB, the NFL, and the NBA. Daryl, it is all yours, pimp.
All right. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the headlines from our perspective sports world of the NBA, NFL, and MLB for August 13th, 2017. Let's go ahead and just skip the NBA because there's absolutely nothing out there.
Fine by me.
I didn't mean to laugh about that, but it's the off season. There's not really much going on, so everybody's trying to enjoy the off season too. But there's still, of course, something.
Sorry, we'll just hear about domestic assaults here in a minute.
Exactly, we'll hear about that stuff and probably free agent signings and stuff like that. Of course, if anything else, you can just always visit NBA.com just to browse around. Okay, moving on to the NFL side. There's 2 games today. You got the Coastal Lions. It's a 1:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Then you have, yeah. Okay.
Give me a bag.
I had to recruit myself. Then we have the Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. That is a 8:00 p.m. Eastern kickoff at Los Angeles. Let's see. TJ Watt started off his debut, I believe it is, or fast start, I should say, with 2 sacks in his last game. I only know who he's playing for. I don't remember who.
I didn't keep up on that end.
I didn't either. But yeah, that's pretty much the depths of that, and of course the 7 games that went on last night. Yeah, sorry, I'm distracted. Okay. And of course, last but not least, Marshawn Lynch set out through the national anthem. Moving on. To the MLB. Now, Darren, you talked about this during the preview. The cars are surging. They are dang near in control of first place. But the only problem is that the Cubs have the winning percentage.
They do. That's the only thing.
It's the only thing that's hurting them. The Cubs has only won 3 games. Well, they're 3-7 in the last 10 games, and the Cardinals are 8-2 in the last 10.
I think their last 2 games came into losses with I think it was
before the Kansas City series.
It was. I forgot who it was.
I forgot who it was. Yeah, Milwaukee.
That's the only 2
games.
That's
the 2 losses they came from.
In their last 10 games was 2 Milwaukee games, game 1 and game 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think one of them, and I think Carlos Martinez played in. Go check that too. Go ahead.
Why?
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Yep, right there. First game 1. 3-zip.
Okay, now this is a whole nother scenario because of the fact that he still picked up a win. Maybe not. I don't know. But they still won. It doesn't matter. They won 8 straight now, and he has started.
It matters to me. He picked up that win.
He picked up that win?
He picked up that win.
Anyway. Bryce Harper, scary injured. I watched the video. Wasn't looking good. He has hurt his knee, and he'll probably be out indefinitely. Would not be surprised if he was out for the rest of the season. So keeping that in mind for a playoff run, I believe, if I'm right. Yes. Playoff run for the Nationals. I don't think it's going to really too much matter because they got a comfortable lead over there in our East perspective. But, of course, that is something to keep in mind. All right, that's all I got for the NBA, NFL, and MLB aspect of this headlines for August 13th, 2017. All right, final thoughts. Do you got anything for us?
I sure don't.
Neither do I. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up and get on out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That ends another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, just give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show? You comment in the comment section below. As usual, we are here. Of course, we're on the social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just hit us up there. If you have any questions for us, as usual, anything of any sort, we're on the social medias too. Just hit us up there. But until then, I'm Daryl. Darren's on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao. Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Daryl Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking of analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.